St. Kitts is enjoying a restaurant renaissance that has transformed the island's eating out scene over the past decade. New eating places are bringing new tastes and new culinary experiences. One of the leaders in our culinary revolution is Carambola Beach Club. Magnificently located at the northern end of South Friars Beach and offering everything from superlative sushi to the juiciest of beef and lamb served in a plush 128-seat dining room on the fringe of the Caribbean Sea. And being right on the beach, the seafood is also exceptional, as is the extensive and carefully chosen wine list. And did we mention our locally inspired handcrafted cocktails? Carambola is the perfect location for any occasion, from a friend's get-together to an intimate date complete with a romantic stroll on the beach. Don't miss out on the great food at Carambola, the ultimate beachfront destination. As the dining out scene evolves, Marshall's continues to thrive, with owner Chef Beryl Marshall combining decades of culinary experience with his own unique kitchen flair. Marsh, as he's known, offers the finest of fine dining along with some piquant menu items that reflect his Jamaican roots. With its lush tropical poolside location in Frigate Bay, it's the ideal location for that special family night out, and no one leaves without enjoying one of Marshall's delicious desserts. And just across the pool, step away to finish your evening with a nightcap at the cozy and well-stocked bar. It's a new world of dining at Marshall's, where superb food has been a magnet for discerning diners for more than 20 years. Spice Mill Restaurant, located at the Southeast Peninsula at beautiful Cockleshell Beach, is a dining experience just a few steps away from one of the most beautiful beaches on the island. A casual chic vibe plus spectacular views of Nevis in the distance complements the innovative menu. Locally seasoned and smothered in curry butter sauce, our freshly caught lobster is our chef's specialty dish. A popular hangout with locals and visitors alike is a one-of-a-kind beach bar experience where you can enjoy a handcrafted cocktail made with St. Kitts' very own Brinley Gold rum. Combining organic, fresh, seasonal fruit, our mixologist serves up signature creations. Sip on a superb passion fruit mojito or a memorable rum punch finished with freshly grated nutmeg. The Spice Mill Restaurant, where food, people, and culture meet. Flashing, razor-sharp knives wielded by highly trained chefs are among the attractions at Samurai Teppanyaki, one of the more recent additions to the lively eating out scene in Frigate Bay. It's the island's first Japanese-style restaurant, and the chef's eye-catching performance is matched by their culinary expertise. In fact, the food is absolutely delicious in this authentic Japanese restaurant that pays homage to the gastronomic traditions of Japan. They also offer excellent sushi at Samurai Teppanyaki. The location, just off Sandy Bank Bay, could hardly be more spectacular, and nor could the stately surroundings of the Pavilion Beach Club, the Christophe Harbour Mega Development's flagship restaurant and gathering place. The impeccable and creative food coming out of the Pavilion's open kitchen lives up to both its location and its architecture, which showcases a unique combination of traditional West Indian and contemporary styling. The club caters primarily to members and guests, but non-members are warmly welcomed for dinner as long as they have reservations. Create magical moments at Christophe Harbour's Pavilion Beach Club. St. Kitts is a wonderful place to visit. And as anyone who lives here will tell you, it's an even more wonderful place to call home. And when that home is one of the ultra-luxurious villas at Sundance Ridge, you'll know you found paradise right here on Earth. Rising 500 feet between the Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean Sea, with the hills of the Southeast Peninsula and majestic Nevis Peak completing one of the Caribbean's most spectacular vistas, the exclusive development is designed to offer the best in island living. The villas offer a minimum of 4,400 square feet of sumptuous living space on lots measuring at least half an acre. Each residence has its own private pool, and buyers can have architects create the villa of their dreams. Another bonus is that Sundance Ridge buyers qualify to apply for economic citizenship. So don't wait. Step up to Sundance Ridge.
With Blue Water Safaris, you get the whole package. We take catamaran cruising to another level. We are a fun-loving group, and we try to make you enjoy the moment and not just overthink it, but just have fun in the moment. So that is what we try to do. When our guests come here, they said, "Well, I've been on other catamaran cruises, but this one just feels different." Because we bring the party, we bring a real Caribbean vibe, and we also make you feel a part of us. A lot of guests come and they say that this is the best catamaran cruise that they've ever done. They just love that we bring such an energy to the cruise. It's your moment and you get to enjoy it the way you want to enjoy it. It's a whole package.
St. Kitts Water Sports is a great place because we try and make it so everyone has an activity to do. We offer flyboarding, kiteboarding, surfing, sailing, paddleboards, kayaks. People literally say that they have the best day of their vacation here, and there's nothing more gratifying than to hear something like that. We're #1 on TripAdvisor for things to do in St. Kitts and Nevis. People just have a great time here, and again, it caters to everybody, and that's really what makes St. Kitts Water Sports a special place in St. Kitts.
Scuba is a part of scuba diving, okay? What it actually does is that it brings you closer to the fishes on the water. Okay, so you can, for those who are novice and want to get into scuba diving, scuba will be the perfect game for you to do. What it actually does is that you're attached to a hose, okay, and the tanks are being provided on the surface, and you have a 20-foot hose with a regulator in your mouth, and you just actually dive down to see all the good stuff that's on the water. Most of the people are like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh, this is awesome. It's the best thing I've ever done in my life, you know? And it gives them a chance to see what the on-the-water world is like, a chance to breathe on the water without coming back up to the surface for air. You know, and that feeling is exhilarating, it's a lot of fun, it's exciting, and everybody just say, oh, scuba is wonderful.
Sky Safari zipline is the most amazing zipline around the world. One of the best things you want to look at is that it's actually safe. It's family oriented and it's good for the kids. We take you all the way to the top and you start from the top, zipping coming down for 5 of the most amazing zipline you could ever do in the world. What makes this feature so amazing? The guys. The guys are phenomenal. There's nothing like that. The guys are entertainers. They're like your personal Will Smith, you name it, those guys are really entertainers. The adrenaline rush is you on a motorcycle, just driving through the breeze and it's blowing in your ear. That's the feature that we offer to the world. Give it a try, because everyone can fly.
Come ride with us and let us take you on an adventure like no other in the entire Caribbean. Catch the last railway in the West Indies and you'll be captivated by breathtaking vistas as the Scenic Railway's elegant carriages transport you to places in St. Kitts that only we can get close to. At the same time, you can also soak up some of the remarkable history of this tiny island. The train runs on narrow gauge tracks that were laid nearly a century ago to carry sugarcane from the island's far-flung plantations to the sugar factory on the outskirts of Basse-Terre, our capital city. The once mighty sugar industry was shut down in 2006, and today the picturesque railway carries people instead of cane. The island's rich past lives on in one of the most elegant beach bars in the entire Caribbean, Salt Plage. Located right on the ocean's front at White House Bay on the southeast peninsula, Salt Plage owes much of its rustic chic charm to its architect's innovative use of richly textured galvanized, salvaged from the skeleton of our historic sugar factory. The wooden pier jutting out into the waters of the Caribbean is the perfect vantage point to watch the sun go down while you enjoy a bracing craft cocktail like our salt Plage jumby, or savor a delicious offering from a tapas-style menu created to showcase the kitchen's Caribbean flair. Then it's time to do what comes naturally in the Caribbean when the sun has set and the DJ ups the tempo. Dance the night away to tropical rhythms and soak up the unique vibes of this one-of-a-kind beach bar. From palatial hillside villas to oceanfront estates, from custom-built cottages overlooking some of the Caribbean's finest beaches to a tranquil marina catering to super yachts of the rich and famous, Christophe Harbour is far and away the most ambitious development in the history of St. Kitts. The ultra-luxurious mega project, which is also the location of the first Park Hyatt Hotel in the Caribbean, is transforming St. Kitts' picturesque southeast peninsula and its superb white sand beaches, which not so long ago were accessible only by boat. Christophe Harbour, where gracious living in a tropical paradise awaits you. An authentic Cuban experience awaits you at Mojitos in Port Sante. Our well-stocked humidors offer the finest of Caribbean cigars, including world-renowned cohibas to savor as you kick back with friends and let yourself be pampered by our warm and efficient staff. Sip a fine wine and catch up on the day's gossip as you soak up the Latin vibes all around you. And before long, you'll be ready to join the crowd on the dance floor. The pulsating Cuban rhythms of our sizzling house band are guaranteed to bring out the salsa and merengue deep down in your soul. And it doesn't matter if you're not Latin, you can just go with the flow. And then it's time for one of the highlights of a very special evening, sipping delicious mojitos at their best. Salud.
here is the only surviving French great house on the island St. Kitts, restored to show you how life was back in the old days. Now, the stunning property was built by a French commander at the end of the 17th century.
Welcome to St. Kitts, and of course, welcome to Choosing Caribbean Cooks.
Experience our culinary local foods, leave your taste buds tingling. Our chef will cook in front of you, explain the history of the food and how they're made while you sit back and enjoy the panoramic view of the Caribbean island. Cheers to the rum tasting. Cheers! The Island History and Rum Tasting Tour gives you an insight into the history of the rum making on the island and also tasting of the Prestige Award-winning Brindley Gold rum.
There is something about this place that draws you back to it. It's a sense of spirituality. It is the first land grant given by the King of England in 1623 to a gentleman called Sam Jefferson, who is the great-great-grandfather of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. And on this site are the ruins of the home that he built in approximately 1625. The old structure of the garden remains, but the fill, if you like, which is the plants and the flowers and the layout and the paths, have all been done in the last 40 years. Batik is an artistic format for creating fabrics and cloths using wax as a resist to dye. It is an interesting process. There's lots of colour, there's some very interesting techniques that go back thousands of years. Most people are unaware of the process, so showing them and demonstrating does give people a sense of value for a start of the product and a recognition that each piece is individual, a work of art.
Brimstone Hill is a fortress that was built on this hill in 1690. We have preserved it here as a memory of not only the times when the French and the English battled each other, but also dedication to the hard work of the African peoples who actually built this fort. They're the ones who supplied all of the labor. They cut every stone, placed every stone, and put everything here. You're not only going to see the fortress and the wonderful scenery, but you get a chance to take a glimpse at how it actually came about, what transpired during the time when it was active, and even what happened thereafter and what continues to happen now. Brimstone Hill, absolute must-see when you come to St. Kitts.
We have more than beautiful beaches, great food, and lovely culture right here in St. Kitts. We bring things to life with our festive events, such as our St. Kitts Music Festival in June, our Sugar Mass Carnival in December, and now take a look at one of our newest events, Spice Fest at Cockleshell Beach. Not just pepper, but hot pepper. See you next spring 2018 at Spice Fest. And for our other epic events, be sure to check out the St. Kitts Music Festival in June, Latin Festival in October, and of course, our Sugar Mass Carnival in December as we end the year. For these and other epic events, go online to yourstkitsnevis.com.